was a work of love. But I was able to let her. She sat on the side of the bed. She was so weak she could hardly sit up with her head on my shoulder, and I read her story. I was able to get students of hers, because she was a teacher, who talked about what she meant to them, and she said, "Oh, I didn't know I meant that much to them." So anyway, so I was, then of course she died, and then so I've been trying to put this last chapter in this book of her death. She's been dead 25 years. I was like, okay, I think I need to go ahead and do this.
To Untitled Work In Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Darcy.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Skip.
Today, we of course are joined by a special guest, Skip McDonald.
Yeah.
She is a self-published writer, faith-based and short stories as well.
I think short poems.
Short poems.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I didn't write. But I'll talk about that more.
Yeah.
Let's dive into the work in progress section.
Yeah.
Right now, I am pretty much solely working on Unholy Vows. Kind of trying to figure out how to juggle that balance between promotion and marketing and building an audience that would be interested in reading it, and the writing itself. So I think last week, one of the goals I said, or last time we met up, one of the goals I said was to do a map and kind of start to build out players and characters that would be in that world. And I did get the map done, and I thought about maybe possibly who would be in the world. And that's about as far as I got. But yeah, so making progress with that, steadily making little baby steps. But yeah, I think that's it, to be honest. I was also recovering from a cold early this week, and I forgot to publish anything on social media for the first 4 days, and then I was like, oh no, our first podcast episode just dropped, and I have not dropped it. I haven't told anyone.
No.
So yeah, it's been a mad scramble trying to balance that marketing / writing life.
It's a lot.
What are you working on?
So mostly Unholy Vows, the novel.
Yes.
It's slow going, but it's going. I know we talked last time about me possibly having the first chapter written.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that, but I finally have pushed through some issues that I've been having with writer's block and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think soon I'll have the first chapter.
Yay. I'm excited. I can't wait to read it.
I'm very excited too.
Yes.
And then Skip, what are you currently working on?
Ooh, that's a loaded question.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm always working on something, but I guess I have started creating journals. So I have one called Life a Sketch, Designing a Life Worth Living, and it's kind of a conglomerate of gratitude pages, prayer pages, to meal planning to daily expenses. So it's just this conglomerate, and it has a theme. And so far I've done 3 different themes, one on faith, one on hope, and one on purpose. And then I've also created a journal called Beholding God, and it's looking at who God is from the alphabets A to Z.
Nice.
I've only gotten to A. That's Abba Father.
Nice.
And so I've been doing that. And there's another book that I'm working on called Free to Be Me, Living My Identity in Christ. And
very excited.
There's something else, but I can't remember what it is. But one thing so are we going to talk about what I just finished? Or do you want me to talk about that right now?
We'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things right now.
Sounds like you're writing a journal of how to adult with Skip.
Yeah.
Food, finance, all the stuff.
All the stuff. And a lot of my writing comes out of stuff that I need.
Yeah.
That I want to, that's literally comes out of me and helps me to take a look at my life as well.
Yeah.
So it's not always just about everybody else. I look at me too.
Yeah. No, that's great.
What do they always say? Write what you know.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the pen to page section now. And this is basically just the actual meat of the episode where we get to chat with Skip, and Skip gets to just tell us all of her wisdom and advice. But yeah, so give us a little bit of a background on you, Skip. How did you get started writing? When did you know you wanted to be a writer? Just kind of that origin story.
Yeah. So I started keeping a diary when I was in junior high school.
Nice.
So I just was compelled to write down what was happening in my world, what I was feeling, thinking, what my friends were doing, all that. And so it started there, like literally, I hadn't, with no thoughts of ever writing a book. I just liked writing things down. And so, but that just continued to grow. I continued to like writing things down. And I just remember saying, I don't know if I was high school, college, I'd like to write a book one day, that kind of thing. And so I started playing around with what that could look like. And so my first publication, it was a devotional book called Walking Worthy. I did the formatting, everything. I don't know if I even had, I think I had a computer by then. I'm pretty sure I did.
That's going to be a later question.
Yeah. So picture me formatting. I barely even know how to use a computer. Yeah. And so I finished the devotional and having no idea how I was going to, publish it, print it, everything. But one day I woke up one morning and I said, today my book will be in print. And I went to Kinkos.
Oh my gosh.
And I printed my book.
For those who don't remember what Kinkos is, basically Staples or office bags, or which you probably don't even know what those are anymore for a certain age.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was so exciting to hold this little book in my hand that had come from me.
Yeah.
So, and the rest is history.
Just been writing ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I think it brings up an interesting question of, so for people in a certain age demographic, it's not that there is like a technological gap, but there was a season of their growing up times as authors, maybe, where they didn't have access to some of the technology that we have, or to a lot of the technology we have now. So for you, writing and then, learning the computer formatting structures, and then now, I know we're skipping a little bit, but you publish on Amazon. How has that journey been of learning those different stages of it? And how are you navigating it now?
Yeah, the writing part is the easy part. The formatting takes it to another level. Because with the self-publishing, I've done all of it, from the first word to holding it in my hand.
Yeah.
And so I started on one platform, and I think it was Amazon, and then they changed the name. So Amazon's self-publishing arm is KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. So I was using the other platform trying to figure that out, and to this day, and I've published a number of books with them. It's getting a little bit easier, but it's not been the easiest platform to use. But I'm so invested now. I'm just we just fight it out.
Yeah.
However it comes out okay, because
Oh, man.
So the formatting piece has been hard, but when you see it finally, and then to hold it in your hand, it's worth the fight.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah. Especially with like the way technology is like constantly changing.
Oh my gosh.
So that's it's really awesome that you kind of like started towards like the beginning of like the Amazon opening up to being publishable for authors. I think that's really cool that you've kind of gotten to expand on that and grow with that, and then finding your own way as well.
Yeah, and with that being said, I have 3 books that were actually published by a publishing company.
Okay.
But I remember thinking, I want to learn to self-publish because I don't want anybody else to tell me whether my stuff should be in print or not.
Yeah.
That was my attitude. And
any good writer.
Yeah.
Every writer's like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah. So I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, and so in wanting to learn how to self-publish, I also wanted to learn so I could help other people self-publish.
Yeah.
So I've been able to encourage, a couple of people and it's been fun to see what they have done.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just for me. I'm not a just for me girl. I like learning, so then I can share.
I love that. I think that's awesome.
It's so valuable, especially with how gatekeepy the writing industry has been for so long. I feel like it's only over the last like 5 to 10 years. Like I don't have a specific point or moment, maybe when Amazon's KDP arm opened up, or when fan fiction online was able to take off a lot more. Like, but it feels like the gatekeeping of old is really just more of like, you can tell someone has an old school mindset when they gatekeep.
Yeah.
And obviously there's some things that, you know, we've shared and other authors have shared that are very open to sharing the information, that it's like, I can't share you this info, not from a gatekeeping standpoint, but from a timing standpoint. Like the info will come out down the road, but it's just like right this moment, I can't share it. And so, yeah, being able to help other people, I mean, with the unlimited amount of like space digitally that you have, like the ability to have so many different people's voices out there, there's really no reason to withhold the ability to do something.
Yeah, I think too, social media, wildly enough, has had a huge impact on like the gatekeeping of anything really within the writing community. Like when book talk started coming around on TikTok, really opened up, I think, a lot to being able to help people. So, which I know is what we want to do here on our podcast. So it's awesome to have you here, kind of sharing all of that knowledge with us.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I forgot to publish the podcast stuff on TikTok.
Oh my gosh, I did too.
Oh man, well, that was a good reminder.
Yeah.
Probably
gonna
never
do that
too
later.
late. Yeah.
I posted it on Twitter.
Nobody's on Twitter anymore. What?
You'd be surprised.
Oh, okay. I would be, 'cause I don't think anyone's on Twitter.
Yeah, my account. I'm too lazy to try to figure out what my password is. I don't do Twitter
There's
much.
just too many platforms at this point.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
What platforms do you use?
Mostly Facebook.
Just Facebook.
Yeah.
I do Instagram some, but I'm not crazy about Instagram for some reason.
Yeah.
I have a fun following on Facebook, and it's just simple enough for me.
Hey,
No.
whatever works, right?
Yes.
Because if you don't find the passion in whatever way you're marketing yourself,
Right.
and you're not having fun with it, it's going to reflect to the fans and the people out there looking for you.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I think it's a great mindset to have, where you're just like, no, this works for me. I'm going to stick with this.
I even tried the Substack thing.
Did you? No go.
That
That expression said.
That face said no.
It was a no go.
That was not fun
I
for
was
me.
so confused. I'm like, and one of my youngins was trying to help me, and I was like, no, I'm just, it's all good.
All right. Well, Facebook is where you'll find Skip, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Easy
taking
enough.
away.
Skip McDonald. There I am. Bam.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Perfect.
Keep
Easy
it
to
in-
find.
Yep. Keep it easy. Keep it simple.
Is it KISS? Keep it simple, stupid?
Yes. Yep.
Or keep it simple, sister.
There you go.
Ooh,
That's
I like that
nicer.
one. Keep it
That's
simple,
nicer.
sister.
Way nicer.
Nice.
Now, if it's a brother, keep it simple, Sam. I mean,
My brain instantly went to the word smelly, and I was like, that's nice.
yeah, they might not like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. That's funny. We'll stick with keep it simple, sister.
Yeah, I like that. That's much nicer.
Mhm.
So you chose Facebook as your main marketing platform. Is that because that you found a lot of people that are interested in your genre on there, or just more simplicity's sake, or because your genre for the most part is centered around like faith-centric content, Bible studies, journals, things like that. Did you find a lot of people on there, or have you found more people just in like the day-to-day, or how have you found marketing your content?
Yeah. Yeah, just the day-to-day, if I do something, then I'll just, post it, and, whoever responds. My value is not wrapped up in who responds and who doesn't. I mean, it's fun to see, if someone takes an interest in something. So yeah, for the ease of it, because I've been doing it for so long, and I remember somebody that I didn't even know, they just made the comment. They're like, "You got quite a following." I'm like, I'm just me. I share, whoever, if it's helpful, that's great. So for the ease of it, and just the platform that I wasn't necessarily even trying to build, it just happened.
That's great. Because you've been doing this for how long now?
Writing.
Yeah, right. How long have you been writing and publishing, or publishing more specifically?
So do we count my Kinkos book?
Yes. Yes. Kinkos
House.
House.
Yeah.
That is the origin story.
Yeah.
It's been so long, I don't even remember when I did that. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oof. It's been yikes. So I did that, and then my first published book with the publishing company came out. I started with them because the ministry that I'm a part of, InterVarsity Christian Fellowship, we also have a publishing company, InterVarsity Press.
Okay.
So I was able to go to one of their writing workshops for staff.
Oh, cool.
And there they asked me if I was interested in writing a book on singleness.
Okay.
I said, well, I've been living it, so yeah.
So, right, what you know.
Yeah. So I started, oh my goodness, I started that process in 2002. The book didn't come out till 2005. So
wow.
It was a long process. So,
Yeah.
so that's when I would say, but I had been doing stuff, up to then. But that's kind of the best timeline I can come up with right now.
Yeah.
Was when I was working on that.
So you've been writing and publishing for a couple decades now.
I guess so.
Okay. That's awesome.
That's really awesome.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I just do it.
Yeah.
Here's a new day. What am I going to work on? What am I doing? And it's kind of fun to think that. I'm old. I've been around all day. I guess that means you're old too. You've been writing for almost two decades, but it's been a privilege. I love it. It's therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
To write.
Yeah.
The formatting interferes with the therapeutism.
the formatting makes you go back to writing for therapy.
That's about right. That's a great way to say it. Yes.
Do you ever find yourself struggling with writer's block?
Not so much anymore.
No.
Yeah, because I wouldn't call it writer's block when I'm just trying to think of kind of what's next or the categories and those kind of things versus like, oh man, I'm in this chapter in this category and I don't know where I'm going. No, not so much.
Well,
And maybe
that's
it's that
awesome.
decades of writing.
Yeah.
And because I shouldn't say never.
Don't jinx yourself.
I know. Have I ever taken a writing class? A lot of it has just been I've just learned, just self-taught.
Yeah.
And reading books, on writing, things like
Yeah.
that. And one of the things that was most helpful for me was to learn to write without editing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just get it down.
Yeah.
That's what I struggle with.
I struggle with that too.
Then you go back and you start.
Yeah.
So that was a huge help for me. So, and I think that might have been the biggest help with any writer's block because I'm just getting it down.
Yeah.
I may change it 100 times, but the initial, I'm just getting it down.
Yeah. The just write it bad.
Yes.
Yeah, like we talked about.
Mhm.
But I think that's a great way to kind of like work around the writer's block is you just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just keep the thoughts flowing and keep it going.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome though that you've kind of like established yourself within your writing so much and you have so much confidence in it that you're just like, I'm gonna go for it and I'll figure it out as I go, but it'll come out and I'll get it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so nice. I mean, having the publishing company, the editors and all that, it's great. It has its place. But when I write now, it's like, look, it's for me. And anybody else want to read it, fine.
Yeah.
I think that's so important with art. Like, in any kind of art, like photography, writing, any of that. People know if you're not writing something you enjoy.
Yeah.
And it reflects in the writing. So writing it for yourself is the best way to also write it for everybody else that wants to read it.
Yeah.
It's so freeing.
Yeah.
Like some punctuation might be off, or the period might be somewhere else. Or it's okay. And some of the pressure releasing is I'm not writing to make money.
Yeah.
Now, I pretty much have a little something come from Amazon every month, which is nice.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
So that's free. Like because if I were, it's a bit more rigid because but I don't. But when I was writing for the publishing company, you have editors, so you had to to have it a certain way, and that definitely had its benefit.
Yeah.
But I like the free flowing, and so that's where I am.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, I think there's such a value too in just kind of like doing a heart check and being like, how do I define success? Which I know we'll talk about in another episode, but like, how do I define success for me as a writer? Like, am I writing for therapy? Am I writing for freedom? Am I writing to be commercially successful? Because like those are totally different things, and people can be successful without being commercially successful. But if you want like the pressure off, if you want to just enjoy the process and the art, it's telling the story you want to tell. And then if other people enjoy that story and want to jump on board, fantastic. But if you want to tell a story that's like commercially viable, then, you know, being like, oh, these are the beats I have to hit at these page marks and these points, and just being more rigid with it versus kind of more that free-flowing ability to just be like, and this is where we're going now.
Yeah. So both have been valuable, but I have landed on the self-publishing piece and love it.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome, because like it's too much these days. There's like so much love for something, but then there's the added thing of like the pressure with society of, okay, I love this, but it has to be productive, so I have to make money off of it. And I think it's I can't imagine how freeing it is to just finally be like, you know what, I love this. This is something I love doing. I don't care about the money. I just care about telling these beautiful stories that I tell. And I think that you don't get that a lot anymore. A lot of people are struggling to unlearn the capitalism of it all. So
yeah, we definitely live in a very like productivity obsessed society for sure. So when you're doing self-publishing versus traditional publishing, are you doing mostly like the poetry? Is like, where does the content that you write fall as far as like journals versus Bible studies versus, you know?
Yeah, so with the self-publishing, I have done, so I remember before I even started the self-publishing, there was something about, I want to learn how to write booklets.
Okay.
Like I wanted to write little books. I didn't want like this. I wanted something small enough that people would actually read.
Okay.
So
like, we're not going for 300 pages. We want 30.
That's not me. So I just remember. So I pretty much, I mean, everything that I've written is faith-based.
Right.
And I was going to say it earlier that because I am in ministry full time to college students, but I do other ministry things too. I like having resources. So if I'm meeting with someone, working with someone, mentoring someone, I can say, you know, and take this. This is, so I did a curriculum around just discipleship, growing in your faith, that kind of thing. That I've been using now. I wrote it in 2007.
Wow. And
I've lost count of the people I have taken through it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, it is so rewarding to see other people benefit from what God gave you.
Yeah.
So all of it really in different capacities have been faith-based, because that's the driving force of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a booklet or a Bible study or curriculum that you've written that's like your favorite? That you look back on, you're like, oh, like this is the one that like the discipleship one. I've gotten to see so many people have such great growth and experiences through this one, or this one, singleness, like is such a, you know, important topic to me because I live it out all the, you know, in the day to day. Or is there anything in that realm?
It would probably be the discipleship one.
Yeah.
Because as I'm taking people through it, I'm relearning or being refreshed on the truths over and over, which impacts my life personally. Like the truths never get old, never. And so, and then when you're taking people through it and you're seeing light bulbs go off for them, it's like my light bulbs go off too, you know. So, yeah, that's probably my favorite. And then on that same line, I was able to finally finish my mother's story. So I wrote her story before she died. She was on her deathbed.
Yeah.
I had been gathering information for years. Yeah. And I tried to write it as a surprise until one day she asked me, "Why you keep asking me all these questions?"
That's a mom for you.
I'm like, I was trying to write your story without you knowing it, but okay. I was trying to write your So it was years of gathering information. Then, of course, she was dying, and I was like, okay, I have got to get something together. This is her story before she died. She needs to hear her own story. So I went to our local printer. I said, Mother's dying. Can you put together something in a book form? 8.5 by 11 book he did with the color. I mean, I cut and I found picture.
Yeah.
It was a work of love. but I was able to let her. I read. She sat on the side of the bed. She was so weak she could hardly sit up with her head on my shoulder, and I read her story. I was able to get students of hers because she was a teacher who talked about what she meant to them, and she said, "Oh, I didn't know I meant that much to them." So anyway, so I was, then of course she died, and then so I've been trying to put this last chapter in this book of her death. She's been dead 25 years. I was like, okay, I think I need to go ahead and do this.
I mean,
I think it's time.
25th year anniversary.
So I was working on some other stuff, and the juices were just going. I'm like, okay, I need to jump that in there while the juices, the water is stirring. So I was finally able to put that last chapter on there. Yeah. And in writing it, I found journal entries of when I was caring for her on her deathbed.
Wow.
And I was able to put those, and that was just that did my heart so good. So it is finally up on Amazon. The Life of Luberta Cook McDonald.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that's my little mama.
Yeah, I love that.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Definitely one of my faves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Understandable.
So yeah.
Well, for her, I bet just getting to hear that story and being like, oh, I didn't realize I meant that much to these people was almost probably like getting to hear like her eulogy, almost, of being like, this is what your life meant to other people.
That's right.
Which has got to be so powerful.
Yeah, and people had written poems, and one of my spiritual daughters, her little boy Harrison was 5 at the time. And he said, Harrison, you want to write something to Mimi Berta, he called, for her book? And he told his mom again, so he dictated one. So I have a letter in there from Harrison.
That's cute.
So and the final chapter, Harrison is now 30 years old.
Oh wow.
So Harrison, do you want to write something? I'm finishing up this chapter.
Dang. Oh, wow, that's gonna be a great book.
That's gonna.
He just wrote. Now that I'm 30 years old, and he talked about how she had influenced me. I had influenced his mother, and how we influenced him. Now just the generational tie-in. Of like the impact of a life. For good or for bad. I mean, that's incredible to be able to see that daisy chain almost.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
That sounds like a great book.
Yes, it really does.
I'm pretty tickled. It's pretty too.
That's
cover, girl. That cover thing though. Oh my
KDP,
goodness.
if you're listening, fix yourself.
Have mercy when you're trying to do your own cover versus using one of them, and even sometimes with their that you can pull from. I had trouble that cover thing. And look, when I was finishing Mom's book, I ordered like 5 different proofs, trying to see if it looked all right, if everything. Then finally, I figured it all out. It's as good as it's gonna get at this point. I might change it again or something, but it is up. So.
That's the important part.
That is the important part. And I reached out to our home newspaper. And told them that I had written my mom, so he's waiting for me to send him the information. That's been weeks ago. He's probably like, I guess that lady changed her mind.
You gotta be like, now I got a podcast talking about it. I gotta send a newspaper article out. We're gonna get some conversations going.
Yeah. So, because she was very well known in the community, loved her community, her church, and all of that. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And her story is not the only story that you've told, though, because you also told or collaborated with Harriet, one of your good longtime friends, to do a book of her works before she passed away, right?
Yeah, Harriet. Oh. Yes, Harriet will always make me smile. So I met Harriet at a Christian bookstore. She worked at 2 different ones, and I just from that one, then I went over to this one, and I'm telling you, when you went in that store, Harriet made you feel like you were the only person in the world. Oh, I just loved her to pieces. And so she would talk about her writing and would show me some of her poetry. And I later found out it wasn't all her writing. So I was like, okay, so I'm not sure. So anyway, so
make the legal process of the writing a little tricky.
So I was like, okay, I really want to do this for Harriet, because she ended up, going to a nursing home and all of that, and she had entrusted some of her work to me. And I paid somebody, because it was all hard copy. I paid somebody to type it up. And she could have it could have been like 3 volumes, but I was like, let me just get volume 1 out, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of course she's sick, and I don't know how much longer she'll be alive and that kind of thing. So, I worked hard on it. You helped me some, and because I loved her so. That was just a gift I wanted to give her.
Yeah.
And I unfortunately was not able to get it done before she went to heaven. But I was able to get in touch with her daughter, and I was able to send all of her mother's stuff over to her. And I still have one of her books of her hard copy, and I'll just keep that until I go to heaven. But yeah, it was a lot of work, but she was worth it. And so I was at least able to get it in paperback book format so she could see it.
Yeah.
And her cute little self. Look, she read through it. She had changes she wanted to
Like,
now, when you said, now, should it be this? And I'm like, okay, Harry. But I mean, it was great that she,
she was invested.
So, but I told her daughter, I said, I had started this process, but I'm going to shut it down now that she is in heaven. But it was a privilege to get to that point. For her.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful thing to do for somebody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Well, we're getting close to time, so for this next segment, do you have one or two pieces of like practical advice that you could give to someone who's looking to either publish faith-centric content like a Bible study or a booklet, or who's navigating the KDP process? That you either or anything in between, like any realm, but just like one or two pieces of practical advice.
Don't give up.
I love the face you're making.
No.
I'd be on the phone with them people.
Oh,
I
no.
can't figure out how to, and so definitely just keep moving just keep the foot on the gas. You might have to take it off. You might have to put it on the brake for a minute because you might be that frustrated. But then you put it back on the gas, and that's definitely one thing that I would say, and then not being afraid to ask for help. Yeah, because I think some people shut down right before maybe they're getting ready to do that thing because they want to ask for help.
Yeah.
I don't mind asking for help. So those would be my 2 things. Ask for help and don't give up.
Where have been some of the places you've found help? Like when you've gone to ask and you've actually gotten like help or good feedback. Where are some of those places you've gone?
With the writing, I mean, I pretty much, that it was that formatting thing.
It's gonna be the theme of this episode: KDP formatting.
Oh,
and Skip's face is gonna be like, no.
Oh,
No go.
yes, it's like I said, I literally would call them. I would have the people on the phone, asking. Oh, but they've gotten smart because they had like email. Yeah, it's gone to that kind of thing. But it seemed like I dug enough that I think I got a human, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So it's almost like at whatever point you're stuck, think about who you can ask.
Okay.
If that's somebody like I have a friend and colleague who's good with all this stuff, and I may ask him. Just thinking about, okay, I'm stuck here. What can I do? And I've been on YouTube looking up stuff. I mean, just pull out the stops. To try to get the answer. Now I will give KDP some credit. They have what you call them things?
Like
the tutorials.
A tutorial. Okay.
I watched one of them. It wasn't that helpful. But anyway,
they did something.
Yeah. They tried. Because other people, when you go online and you googling and just with YouTubing, trying to. Other people like. One person just said, "I just gave up on KDP." Just
their videos 3 seconds long. I gave up.
Yeah, they're like, I just couldn't. So, but like I said, I've got too much skin in the game. I'm gonna ride them out.
Yeah.
And the more now, when I did Mom's book, which I just finished maybe a month or 2 ago.
Oh wow, that's recent.
Yeah. you know, it's like I just gotta keep at it because I have invested in this, and like I said, it's getting a little easier. I hadn't done a book in a while, so I had forgotten a lot of, because I've done books before, but I had been doing the Bible studies, the journals, and that's different than formatting a book.
For sure.
Yeah. And so I'm like, why don't I just write down what I did so I don't have to go through this every time? So that's one thing I would say too. If you know, especially if you're not going to do something maybe for a while, write down, you know, the steps. Because once you get the steps, it's pretty simple. Like the next time if I do a book, I think I'll remember most of it. And it will be easier.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing I run into with like YouTube video tutorials sometimes is that if they're a couple years old and the product or the service has since updated itself, they're like, go to this button. I'm like, that button doesn't exist.
I do not have that button.
There is no button.
And
then you're just trying to like find somebody or something that has something more recent.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
all that. I've done all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
But it's so worth holding it in your hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
I
Yeah.
bet.
And you just feel this like a little excited. That's what I'm excited about for Unholy Vows, the book we're writing.
Yeah.
Is just to be like, and then when you have like it in physical form, because even just publishing the podcast, I was like, ooh, yeah, we're out there.
I was telling everybody it. What?
You're like putting it on in the background.
Yeah. So just you know, just think about, okay, who knows how to do this?
Yeah.
And let me ask them or. The YouTube, thank God for YouTube. You know, they give you something every now and I'm like, sir, I'm so sorry, that wasn't helpful. Or it's like, you were talking way too fast. So I'm having to pause and take notes and pause. But it's all a part of the process, and I would do it all over again.
That's amazing. I love that.
I love that a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. It's really cool that you've been at this for as long as you have, and you still have passion for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's really awesome, because a lot of people end up losing the passion when it just becomes too much or anything like that, but you still have that love for it.
I do.
And you can see it when you talk about it.
I do. I I just love it.
Yeah.
Putting words on a page.
It's a tale as old as time. No, I love that. That's so great.
I do too. That's really awesome.
Thank you.
Well, to wrap it up, Skip, what have you just released? I think we kind of already talked about it, but what are some projects you just released, and then where can people find you?
Yeah. So
Online, not in person.
I'm
gonna clarify that for the internet because some people may get confused.
Right. Yeah. So Mom's book is work that I have.
And remind us, what's the title of that book?
The Life of Luberta Cook McDonald. I'm on Amazon, and all my work, you put in Skip McDonald, it should come up. And so you can follow me there. I do have a website, skipmcdonald.com, that I need to update. But it's up.
It's there. We'll try and link it in the show notes just to make it easier for people to find that stuff.
Yeah, and Facebook, of course, Skip McDonald, just trying to keep it simple.
I like it.
That's how you can
keep it simple, sister.
There you go.
That's right. That's how you can find me.
You've got a lot of really good reviews too. I was looking through your Amazon reviews last night. You've got some good reviews on there.
Oh, well, that's good. I need to look at them. I mean, I figure people they're going to think what they think. I mean, I'm just me, and if you like me, great. If you don't, great. I'm going to be fine either way. But I will check that out.
You're welcome.
I love you, Skip.
I know.
This is great. I'm so glad that you came on and got to hang out with us. We got to hang with you and ask questions.
Yeah, it was lovely.
And to get to talk about writing. Make me talk about writing.
Yeah, I know, right? Really twisting your arm there.
Make me do that.
We'll have to bring you back again.
Yes, I would love to. I'm excited for what you ladies are doing. And just pray blessings over you. Yeah, well. You're sitting in the room too, so,
Yes, 100%.
Pray blessings over what you're doing.
Thank you.
Sweet. Well, that's all for this episode.
And don't forget to drop the episode.
All right, you look at your reviews online and I'll drop the episode. How about that? Skip's like, I want this online, Lauren. Don't forget.
I'm really messing with you. You know, I'm just.
No, I need the reminder actually. Can you text me in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I can.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
but I'm excited. So, but I don't know how to find you ladies.
Yeah, that.
Good question, Skip. Good question.
Okay,
So
sorry.
to find us online.
I don't actually think we've ever promoted.
No, we haven't. We suck
Okay,
at this.
girls, y'all want people to listen to this, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay,
That's the goal.
Okay,
So you tell them where to find us on TikTok.
So TikTok, we have Unholy Vows the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Unholy Vows the novel.
On TikTok.
Just on TikTok, yeah.
And they're
and
both
then-
gonna pretty much share the same stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, because it's they're coexisting,
Yeah.
but we wanted to have two separate spaces for people who enjoy reading over watching.
Correct.
So we wanted to make sure we had those spaces available.
Yeah.
Um,
And then for Instagram, we have Unholy Vows, the movie, I believe.
we also have Unholy Vows the novel. I made it the other day.
Okay, but it's being published on Unholy Vows, the movie, guys.
Yes.
We are not keeping it simple. And then Misty Morning Stories is where the podcast also goes. But if you want Unholy Vows stuff specifically, which there isn't much of right now, that's where you go for that.
Yeah,
on
Unholy
Instagram.
Vows the movie is kind of like the main one
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Also on TikTok.
Yeah.
The novel one's just to have that space.
Yeah. Says, who knows, maybe there'll be more stories coming out that are in book writing, or book format.
And if you are on Twitter, we also have Unholy Vows the movie on Twitter.
Well, that's news to me.
there's a big space on there, and I
Okay,
wanted to
alright.
like scoop it up
Capture that.
before
Yeah.
before somebody else scooped up the title.
Yeah, don't let anyone else
So,
have that. That's ours.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. Well, that's where you can find us. Thank you, Skip.
And-
You're helping us with marketing.
On of course, if you're listening to us, we're on Spotify
Oh, yes.
yeah. under the Misty Morning Studios.
Yes.
But we also I think are on Apple and
Yeah, we're on iTunes. We're on YouTube under Misty Morning Studio, and we'll just stick with those three for now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the other ones, you guys. Man, I'm a millennial. I should be better at this.
Nah.
I'm almost a millennial cusper, too. This is embarrassing.
I'm a millennial cusper.
Oh, man.
So
It's a
what's
work
a
in progress.
millennial? What's that, a cusper?
A millennial cusper is like someone who is in the millennial generation, but really close to when Gen Z starts.
Oh.
So like
Zillennials.
a cusper is someone who's like the year before,
right
the
on,
year
right,
after.
right on the cusp.
Right, on the cusp
Yeah.
of it, yeah. So I'm a few years past, like, yeah, anyways. I have
I'm
to tell
literally
you how old I
the
am.
year. I'm the last year of millennial.
So we should be better at tech than we
We
are.
should.
The gist of this is.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I get tickled when don't let somebody ask me a technology question, and sometimes I can actually answer. It's amazing because I remember when both my mother and I were scared of computers. She's like, I don't want nothing to do with that thing. I was like, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either.
I'm going to Kinkos. The original KDP.
So you know, for me to learn it, it's I get tickled because I'm like,
Yeah.
who would have ever thought somebody asking me a technical question?
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
you can learn no matter how old you are. It's not that scary. So like you said, keep pushing through it and ask people in your sphere and YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube.
YouTube works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
On that note, I need everybody to remember that everybody is a work in progress. It's a process.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
We'll just have to edit the video.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
for sure.
I don't know. I didn't look. Y'all didn't even look in the mirror at myself or
No,
nothing.
You look beautiful.
Yes, you look great.
You look wonderful.
I thought you spent hours this morning getting ready
Oh,
for
no.
this.
And we're having 21 day of prayer at church, so I was at
Oh,
church
cool.
at 7 this morning.
Oh,
good.
dang.
I've been up since 6. So,
Early.
you know, not,
Oh, I'm
most
not
people
close
are
to
up
those
at 6.
We
That
check
ain't my
her audio.
norm.
Yeah.